Good morning. Something going on? There we go. Okay. Good morning. How's Mass? Uh, Good morning. Hello. Hi. Ciao. Other such welcomes. Right. Get past that because it's. Ooh, return to game. Sorry. Gotta get past that because it's running late. Kind of tried to wake up from the alarm, but yesterday was one of those Mondays, one of those workday Mondays where work was from the moment of working to the moment just before you go to bed. So naturally, I obviously didn't want to wake up this morning, and neither does my brain from the feel of things. Which is also why there is two tests in the chat that you can probably see on screen. You can probably see test and test 2, because the speech to text bot didn't want to work for me straight away. So hopefully now it is working, and anybody who does pop along can say something and I should be able to hear it, if they so choose. Of course, if you're lurking, that's fine as well. I don't mind. But obviously it's nice for me to make sure that if you are set up that I can, well, if you do type anything, that you are heard. Right, okay, typical. Let's get on with this. I'm always wasting time and babbling on. So we're going to change away from yesterday with the Honda, which does look lovely. It's got something there, but I'm not entirely sure what and how I can maybe best utilise it. I think it's one that's really going to need working. But we're going to go over to the Lamborghini Huracan GT3 Evo, which obviously was the first type of, well, the Evo I don't think was the first car, because this is the 2019 version, but the Lamborghini was certainly the first car available in ACC. There was one point where it was the only car available. So way back when, before it was actually released. Back in, I think, when I joined, we was at 0.3, when VR was first added to the game. I want to change the angle on this car a bit. Let's there we go. See that in all its beauty. I really do love the look of Lamborghinis. Ever since I was a kid, Lamborghini was one of those things. I think the moment you saw the Lamborghini Countach, you kind of fell in love with it, and every Lamborghini since has a bit of the DNA of the Lamborghini Countach sort of worked into it as a part of its spirit. So there's always something about Lamborghinis that kind of that I love. Though, of course, the Lamborghini Countach was notably a bit of a pig to drive. Right, let's see. We've got plenty of choices here for the livery. Okay, so that The blue and the luminous green yellowy. Kind of like that. Similarly, white, blue, black, and with a bit more greener. Blue, no, green. Green. Pure out orange and black. That's pretty cool. I quite like that one. Here. Different. Green, blues, and sort of like a motted gold. It's matte gold, not a shiny gold. Ooh, I quite like that one. That one's nice. Expiry. Blues with little black, gold sort of flecks down the side, I suppose you could call them. Dashes. It's quite dashing with the dashes. So, I like that. That's quite cool, though. That's quite striking. Very simple, clean, yellow, black. I definitely do like that. No neon in there, though. A few of these have the neons and stuff, which are kind of cool. And then we've got a green, black, and sort of like a mottled gold yellow colour. I think I like that the most. But then I always like where you've got a bit of the ostentatious sort of in here we've got some LED type of things going on. I think it's actually on one of those is better, not that one. That one, where you've got like the LED stuff in there. That's pretty cool. Yeah. But I do like choices. I'm faffing about when I need to get going. We're using that one. We're going to use that for showroom. So let's take a look around this beauty. Nice. See the front lights on there as well, all little LEDs. Big tyres. Those big spoilers on the GT3s. The couple of exhausts there, they will spit fire. Oh yes, they will spit fire. Just love the lines of Lamborghini. And that's quite the mean looking profile. Definitely looks, you know, a bit fighter jetish. Okay. So we're going with that. Now Lamborghinis are more noted generally for being a bit of a handful. Oh, where's my water? Oh God. I've got my water. Excuse me a moment. Something you don't normally get to see me do in the morning. So we've got a Mercedes, Porsche, Honda, In behind us, another Lamborghini and an R8. And then another Lamborghini, Ferrari way back there, and I think alongside it's another Ferrari there. Up in front of the Honda, I think I spy the back of Boatley or a Lexus, I'm uncertain. We may hopefully catch up to them and find out. Right, let's sit back down in here. Careful how we're getting into the cockpit. And I do like the steering wheel as well in here. All glows in the dark as well. It's really cool because it's not lit up. Well, the individual buttons have some lighting, I think, behind them, but it's luminous paint that's used on the stripes and the text on this steering wheel, and that's really nice actually when you go into the nighttime bits. I think it's very cool because then you can see everything. It's important, I think, to note if you're ever in your real car that anything that actually backlights up when you're racing can be a distraction, because it's throwing light towards your eyes, and that opening your pupils up will force you not to be able to see as much detail out the front window where the lights are illuminating things. So simple things like going, right, we want the driver to be able to see what everything's there, so we're going to use a luminous paint is kind of cool. It's an old solution to a current problem, and I still think it works very well. Right, we're going to take an aggressive setup because that's what we've been doing. For better or worse, could be better. Right, so encoders need to be in the right place, so we're on 2 on traction control and 4 on our ABS. Fuel, everything I'm taking out of 45 because this is intended to be me trying to get a feel for something that I may use in races later down the line with Ham VR and racing seasons there. So that's something that I kind of want to keep constant as well. Otherwise, you know, the whole exercise is a little bit of a wasted exercise. It's, you know, just trying to feel out a bit while waking up. Right, here we go.
Stay double file.
Oh, engine notes are lovely in the Lamborghini. Even though the engine in this, you can see that Honda wanting to spark up. Even though the engine in this and basically the Audi are the same, they are differently tuned, so they do not sound the same, they do not perform the same.
Car on the left, clear on the left. Car on the left, 3 wide.
Well,
Clear on the left.
he managed to hook up there with 3 wide and we hooked up there. That's such a shame. that would have been such an awesome start. That definitely, though, wakes my brain up, you know. Definitely brain comes alive a bit there. Hear the engines roar again. I do like the sound of this engine. It has a really nice note that kind of reverberates with me. Goes straight to the soul.
Green light, go, go, go. Car on the right, clear on the right. Car on the right, clear on the right. Car on the right, clear on the right.
Had a little bit bump there as well with the Audi. Oh, can already feel the sharpness with this. Already feels like a knife cutting through the air, this. Tyres are not yet there though.
Car on the right, clear on the right. Car on the right, clear on the right.
Here the Audi as well, where it's got a bit of a similar note, but it's not quite the same. Feels fast. Nicely aggressive, but controllable. Says that and was about to lose it.
Car on the left.
Traction control having to step in a bit there. The ABS definitely having to step in a bit there.
Car on the left, clear on the left.
And I've cheated my way past the car. Yes, Mr. Race Director, that's not good, and now I'm not concentrating properly. There, we've given that place back. You happy now, Mr. Race Directory person? Right. Tyre pressures, back left is still wanting. Other tyre pressures are sort of like coming up into range. understeer. I was not expecting so much understeer, but then I didn't have good lines there at all. Need to get some good lines here, otherwise it doesn't work. There we go, bit of gas. No! Touch the curb, and that's it gone. Wow. Oh, okay, that brought some life to me. Play with it. Okay, I still want to go. Got, you know, barely 10 minutes. Well, it's 12 minutes there, basically. Before I need to really get that work going, even though I worked till really late last night. Right.
Going double file.
Something I love here, but whew. There is definitely something that I love here about the Lamborghini. But yeah. Consistency is a big key that I am after, especially about manageability of car. I know it's on the aggressive setup, which means obviously it's going to have a more aggressive profile, and that means it is more liable to going a little nuts, or as was there, a touch of a curb at the wrong point while you're accelerating.
Car on the left.
Oh, we're free wide.
Clear on the left.
No.
Clear.
Was trying to accelerate out of there, but the Audi, I think, basically was touching the back.
Clear on the right.
And it pulled it round, but somehow saved. Don't know how I saved there, but managed to. Okay, just take it easy till we get some of these.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the left.
No, it's not.
Clear on the left.
Alright.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Hey, Paul. Wow, Paul. How are you doing? If people out there don't know who Polish Paul is, he's definitely one of the channel's oldest friends. Not that he's old, that he's just been around with the VR scene for quite some time. We both sort of like started out doing mostly PSVR stuff when it comes to VR, though his channel is definitely progressed a lot more. He put a lot of work into VR news, so definitely go show him some love if you're into a bit of VR news. But how are you doing? Hopefully you are good. Oh. Oh, that stuck it around the corner nicely. Temperature's coming up.
Well done, mate. This is me, your personal best.
Nice. Dirt Rally 2, four quid did you say for Dirt Rally 2? That is a bargain. On Steam. Or other. Wow, anybody out there in driving land, if you haven't picked up Dirt Rally 2 and you're on PC, 4 quid for the base game, which includes VR support. If you've got a computer that's got enough guts to run Assetto Corsa Competizione in VR, then it'll have the guts to run
We're halfway through, not over yet.
Dirt Rally VR, or Dirt Rally 2 in VR. She is more demanding than the first game, I will say. But yeah. Sorry, just concentrating on the corners there. So yeah, bargain. Go over to Steam. Definitely get that if it's not in your library. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Some light damage at the rear.
Light damage will continue. We'll rejoin. We're going to go to the end of this race because unfortunately I've got work to do. But I am liking the Lamborghini. Talking and driving and all that while you're still trying to wake up is a little bit harder to do. Making my own excuses there.
Car
Go
on
on.
the right. Clear on the right.
I messed that driving line up terribly. Of course, if there's damage at the rear, I may have a little bit of aero. Well, get bigger SSDs, that's all I can say. Memory's quite cheap nowadays. You can get a terabyte SSD for sometimes less than 100 quid now, if you get the right sale. But it won't make too big a difference it being on normal drives, I guess. Depends how much it tries to use that drive actually during the game. But if you can, always install 2 SSDs if you can. Or even, if you really can, if you're a cheeky person like me, who has a terabyte of M2 NVMe memory in their system, then when a game is on your short list, you tend to put it on the NVMe. Okay, I am liking this Lamborghini, but I'm not racing my best today, I don't think. But the Lamborghini here is worth Ah! Investigating. I've made a few too many mistakes because it is definitely a bit more knife edgy. Not too knife edgy, but yeah. Watch out for the salesman, you know. You know the drill. Oh. Alright. Just concentrating a bit on this one. Can't, you know, thankfully it being a morning stream, I don't have the cam on me. Should be a relief for people's eyeballs. Oh, slippy. Definitely got a lot of understeer. I'm presuming that's more to do with the damage that I'm carrying here. But I still love the Lamborghinis. It's got something about it that's definitely an aggressive drive. Definitely aggressive in nature. But is quite infectious. Like I say, I think that my love of Lamborghini does overtake me a little bit, and I'm got a little bit of favouritism towards Lamborghinis just because of the sort of childhood love of the Lamborghini Countach, which similarly was, well, not similarly, was a pig to drive Lamborghini Countach's. Whereas this is not so much of a pig to drive, it is a bit of a weapon. But not obviously in my need to wake up brain of this morning. In the right hands, definitely a weapon, but still feels more balanced, but still has that sort of edge to it where it can still, you know, looks vicious, it feels a bit vicious, and it can bite you in the backside for that. And I know next season I'm still looking for that continued continuity, but also the ability to keep enough pace up so that I can build a little bit more on my general race skills. Because it's one thing to maybe, you know, get good race pace overall. Was I slow enough into the pits? I think I was. You know, it's all well and good getting some did I get fully in the box? No. They're so picky about this box, man. That's gotta be it. Yep. Oh boy, fireworks. So yeah, there we go. The Lamborghini Huracan GT3 Evo 2019 Yeah, I like that one. I've always loved a Lamborghini, so I think there's a bit of favouritism on my part here. But in general, I find the Lamborghini quite manageable. There's some savable parts to that, which is another aspect. If the car is going to go, do you think you can save it or not? Aggressive setup. So obviously, at the moment, it's definitely tuned to be aggressive, and it certainly is. One step on the wrong curb here, and well, it goes. There's slight understeer in there as well, which surprised me. A little bit more giving in that understeer than I thought. And of course there is moments when the understeer, the oversteer can easily cut in if you push too hard on that accelerator. You can feel where it's got that balance. So it's got the mixture between the two depending on how well you're driving. So you really need to concentrate on getting those lines down. Right. And on that note, it's time for me. Oh, why do they do that? Assetto Corsa, come on. I know it's going past the camera point, but I'm in VR so I can turn my head and see it. Well, that fraction more of a second where I'm going past here and to be able to turn my head before they go and change the camera angle. See, I was going to go and move my head with the car, and that's annoying. VR timing's slightly different for these end screens, and I'd like that to be actually to be able to move that so the screen was more in my lap sometimes, and you have the clear view of the track, because it's cool being able to be trackside. Anyhow, I have to go. Hope you all have a good day. Thumbs up, likes, subscribes, all that blah 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 blah. If you would be so kind, or if you like, or if you don't like, well, you know, don't subscribe if you don't like. Do subscribe if you do. Take care. Have a good week, and hope to see you all again. Right. Bye. Ciao. See ya. There's a button around here somewhere. It's over there.